Before we begin the story here at Starlit Nap, relax, release, and enjoy.
The Cabin by the Lake, a nighttime adventure for grown hearts. Nestled on the shores of a tranquil lake, surrounded by towering pines and the hushed songs of crickets, stood a cabin. It wasn't just a cabin, it was a haven for weary souls seeking respite from the cacophony of life. And tonight, its windows emitted a warm, inviting glow that whispered promises of solace and serenity. As the moon cast its silvery glow upon the landscape, Jenna found herself standing at the cabin's threshold. A sense of anticipation stirred within her, a feeling that this night held the promise of something extraordinary. The cares of the world seemed to fall away as she stepped across the threshold and into the cabin's embrace. Inside, the cabin was a symphony of wood and warmth. A crackling fire danced in the hearth, casting flickering shadows that painted the walls with tales of forgotten adventures. The air was scented with the earthy fragrance of pine and the faint hint of lavender, creating a soothing embrace for Jenna's senses. She wandered through the cozy rooms, fingers brushing against the textures of woven blankets and polished wood. Each corner held a story, each nook a memory waiting to be shared. The cabin's walls seemed to echo with laughter and whispered secrets, a testament to the hearts that had sought refuge within its walls. Jenna's steps led her to a window that framed a breathtaking view of the lake. Moonlight danced upon the water's surface, creating a path of shimmering diamonds that stretched toward the horizon. It was a scene of profound beauty, a canvas painted by the hand of nature itself. With a sigh that carried a mixture of awe and contentment, Jenna settled into a plush armchair positioned near the window. A worn book lay on the nearby table, its pages a collection of stories waiting to be savored. She opened it, allowing her eyes to drink in the words that transported her to faraway lands and hidden realms. Outside, a gentle breeze rustled the leaves and carried with it the soft symphony of the night. The cabin seemed to respond, its creaks and murmurs blending harmoniously with the nocturnal chorus. It was a lullaby for grown hearts, a melody that embraced the souls seeking solace. As Jenna lost herself in the world of her book, she became aware of a distant, rhythmic sound, a soft drumming that echoed through the night. Curiosity piqued, she set the book aside and ventured outside, barefoot and open-hearted. Following the sound, Jenna arrived at the edge of the lake. There, illuminated by the moon's silver embrace, sat a solitary figure. A man with eyes that held the wisdom of the ages and a smile that spoke of quiet understanding. He was playing a hand drum, his fingers dancing upon the taut skin with a grace that seemed to synchronize with the very heartbeat of the earth. The rhythm he created was a spell, weaving a connection between Jenna's heart and the ancient pulse of the universe. Drawn by the enchantment of the moment, Jenna sat down beside him. Without a word, they began to drum together, their rhythms intertwining like two souls engaged in a silent conversation. The lake mirrored their connection, its surface rippling in response to the cadence of their shared melody. Underneath the starlit sky, beside the cabin by the lake, Jenna and the drummer found a connection that transcended words. It was a meeting of souls, a nighttime adventure that whispered promises of healing and belonging. And as their rhythms carried into the night, the cabin's walls held their song, a testament to the power of grown hearts seeking solace and connection in the embrace of the night. The rhythm of their drumming seemed to weave a tapestry of emotions, each beat an expression of the unspoken thoughts that flowed between them. The night embraced their shared melody, casting a sense of timelessness over the moment. Jenna's heartbeat synced with the drum's pulse, and it felt as though the universe itself was holding its breath, a witness to their newfound connection. As the drumming continued, the man's gaze met Jenna's, and in his eyes she saw a reflection of her own longing and yearning. It was as if he understood her in a way that defied explanation, as if their souls had recognized each other across the vast expanse of time. The lake's surface shimmered with the moon's reflection, mirroring the profound bond that was being forged on its shores. The cabin stood as a silent sentinel, a guardian of their shared moment of vulnerability and connection. Gradually, their drumming began to slow, the rhythms elongating like the final moments of a shared dance. The man's fingers danced over the drum's surface one last time before coming to a gentle rest. The echoes of their music lingered in the air, like a whispered promise of the unity they had discovered. Jenna turned to him, a smile tugging at the corners of her lips. No words were needed. Between them, there was an unspoken understanding that transcended language. The man's smile in return spoke volumes, a recognition of the beauty that had unfolded between them. As the night wore on, they remained seated by the lake, wrapped in the tranquility of the moment. The cabin's light continued to glow softly from its windows, a beacon of comfort and warmth. Jenna found herself contemplating the mysteries of the universe, the paths that had led them both to this lake, to this cabin, to this shared connection. And as the first hints of dawn began to paint the sky with delicate shades of pink and gold, Jenna realized that this night had been more than just an adventure. It had been a journey of the heart, a journey that had led her to discover the magic of a cabin by the lake and the profound beauty of human connection. With a sense of gratitude that filled her chest, Jenna stood up, casting a final glance at the man beside her. Their eyes met one last time, and then, with a nod that spoke of understanding, she turned and made her way back to the cabin. Inside, she settled into the cozy bed, the echoes of their drumming still reverberating within her. The dawn light filtered through the windows, casting a soft glow upon the room. Jenna closed her eyes, feeling the rhythms of the night's adventure lingering in her heart. And as sleep began to claim her, the memories of that enchanted night merged with her dreams, creating a tapestry of connection, serenity, and the timeless magic of a cabin by the lake. In her dreams, Jenna found herself once again by the lakeside, the moon's reflection dancing upon the water. The cabin stood as a steadfast companion, its windows aglow with the promise of warmth and sanctuary. The rhythmic drumming echoed in the distance, a melody that resonated with the depths of her soul. As she walked along the shore, a soft breeze brushed against her skin, carrying with it the scent of pine and lavender. The man appeared at her side, his presence a comforting embrace. Without words, they began to walk, their steps falling into a rhythm that mirrored the pulse of their shared connection. The moonlit night seemed to hold secrets and stories, and Jenna felt a profound sense of belonging. It was as though the cabin, the lake, and the man were all part of a tapestry woven by destiny itself, a tapestry that celebrated the beauty of the present moment and the potential of their shared journey. With each step, their surroundings shifted and transformed. The landscape became a dreamscape, where the boundaries of reality were fluid and malleable. They wandered through forests of starlight and meadows of moonbeams, their laughter and whispers creating echoes that reverberated through the night. As the dream continued, Jenna and the man found themselves at the heart of a celestial dance. They swayed beneath the canopy of stars, their movements an intricate choreography of connection and intimacy. The universe seemed to watch, its constellations blinking with approval, as their dance celebrated the magic of being alive in the moment. With a gentle touch, the man's hand found Jenna's, their fingers intertwining as they spun and twirled. The moon's light cast a luminous glow upon their faces, and Jenna felt a sense of wonder that transcended the boundaries of reality. It was as though they had become a part of the night itself, a testament to the beauty that existed beyond the realm of the ordinary. As the dream drew to a close, Jenna and the man found themselves back by the lakeside. The first light of dawn painted the sky with soft hues of orange and pink, casting a gentle glow upon the water. The cabin's windows still emanated warmth and welcome, a reminder of the haven they had discovered. With a lingering touch, the man's lips brushed against Jenna's forehead, a silent farewell that held a promise of connection beyond the dream. Their gaze met, and in that moment, Jenna knew that the cabin by the lake had become a symbol of the transformative power of human connection, of the mysteries that could be uncovered in the quiet moments of the night. And then, as the dream began to fade, Jenna felt a sense of tranquility settle over her. The world of dreams and reality intertwined, leaving her with a profound feeling of contentment and a renewed understanding of the magic that exists within and around us. As she awoke in her own bed, the memories of the dream lingered like the traces of a melody that only the heart could hear. The cabin by the lake, the rhythmic drumming, and the connection she had shared with the man were etched into her consciousness. And as the first rays of sunlight filtered through the windows, Jenna knew that the cabin by the lake would forever remain a cherished part of her heart, a reminder of the nighttime adventure that had opened her soul to the beauty of grown-up dreams and the enchantment of shared moments beneath the stars. Days turned into weeks, and the memory of that magical night at the cabin remained a vibrant presence in Jenna's heart. The rhythms of her everyday life continued, but beneath the surface, a newfound sense of wonder and connection had taken root. Jenna often found herself gazing out of her window, her thoughts drifting back to the lakeside cabin and the man she had met in her dream. The memory was like a gentle whisper, reminding her that even in the midst of the ordinary, there existed the potential for extraordinary moments of connection. One evening, as the sun began to dip below the horizon, casting a warm and golden light over the world, Jenna received an unexpected letter. The envelope was addressed in elegant script, and as she opened it, her heart skipped a beat. It was an invitation, a handwritten invitation to return to the cabin by the lake. Her pulse quickened with a mixture of excitement and curiosity. Could it be possible that the dream had held a deeper significance? That the man she had met was more than just a creation of her imagination? With a sense of anticipation, Jenna packed a small bag and set off for the lakeside once again. The journey to the cabin felt like a pilgrimage, a sacred voyage back to a place where dreams and reality intertwined. The landscape seemed to hold its breath, as if it too sensed the magic that lingered in the air. And as Jenna reached the cabin, the sun had set, and the moon's silvery light began to cast its glow upon the world. The cabin's windows glowed with the same inviting warmth, and as Jenna stepped inside, the memories of that enchanted night flooded back. The cozy room seemed to welcome her with open arms, and the familiar scent of pine and lavender enveloped her senses. As she settled by the window, a soft sound reached her ears, a faint drumming that resonated through the night. Jenna's heart skipped a beat, and with a mixture of anticipation and joy, she followed the sound, just as she had done in her dream. By the lakeside, bathed in the moon's gentle light, the man awaited her. His eyes held the same depth of understanding, the same quiet wisdom that had drawn her in before. Without a word, he handed her a hand drum, and together they began to drum, their rhythms merging seamlessly into a shared melody. Under the starlit sky, they drummed as if they were speaking a language that only they could understand. It was a conversation of the soul, an unspoken dialogue that echoed the connection they had discovered in the dream world. The lake shimmered, a mirror to their shared rhythm, and the night seemed to hold its breath in reverence. As the drumming gradually slowed, the man set aside his drum and held out his hand to Jenna. With a smile that spoke of recognition and shared experience, she took his hand, and they began to dance. Their movements were graceful and effortless, a dance that transcended the constraints of time and space. As they swayed beneath the moon, Jenna felt a sense of unity with the universe itself. It was a feeling of being a part of something greater, a tapestry woven by the hands of fate and the threads of shared moments. The cabin, the lake, and the man had become intertwined with her own story, a story of connection and belonging. As the night deepened and the moon's light embraced them, Jenna and the man slowed their dance. They stood by the lakeside, their breaths in sync with the rhythm of the universe. And as the first light of dawn painted the sky with delicate shades of pink and gold, they shared a knowing smile. A smile that held the promise of timeless connection, of shared dreams, and of the boundless magic that could be found in a cabin by the lake. And in that moment, Jenna understood that some adventures are meant to be lived beyond the boundaries of reality, that some connections are forged in the spaces between dreams and waking life. With a heart full of gratitude and a spirit brimming with wonder, she looked out at the horizon, where the sun was beginning to rise, and knew that the cabin by the lake would forever be a place of enchantment, a sanctuary of grown-up dreams, and a reminder that the magic of the night can shape the beauty of the days that follow. Days turned into weeks, and Jenna carried the memory of her second encounter at the cabin with her, like a treasured secret that whispered of mysteries and possibilities. The rhythm of her life continued, but now there was an undercurrent of serenity that flowed through her days. The cabin had become a place of refuge not only in her dreams, but also in her heart. As the seasons changed, Jenna found herself drawn back to the cabin time and time again. Each visit brought a renewed sense of connection, an affirmation that the bond she had shared with the man was not confined to the realm of dreams alone. They would meet by the lakeside, where moonlight met water, and they would dance, drum, and share moments that transcended the boundaries of the ordinary. With each encounter, Jenna learned more about the man and the life he had lived. His stories were woven with threads of wisdom and experience, and she found herself entranced by the tapestry of his existence. They spoke of dreams and desires, of fears and hopes, creating a bridge between their worlds that felt both timeless and tangible. One evening, as they sat together by the fire in the cabin, the man reached into his pocket and pulled out a small box. With a smile that held a mixture of vulnerability and earnestness, he opened the box to reveal a handcrafted ring. It was a symbol of the connection they had forged, a token of the shared moments that had become a cornerstone of their lives. Jenna's heart swelled with emotion, her eyes shimmering with unshed tears. The ring represented more than just a gesture. It was a testament to the depth of their bond, a reminder that sometimes the most magical journeys are the ones that span the realms of dreams and reality. With a nod that spoke volumes, Jenna accepted the ring, slipping it onto her finger. It felt like a promise, a commitment to cherish the moments they had shared and the ones that were yet to come. The fire crackled in the hearth, casting a warm and gentle glow upon their faces. As they sat in comfortable silence, hearts intertwined. The days turned into years, and the cabin by the lake remained a haven for Jenna and the man. Their love story was one that transcended conventional boundaries, a narrative that had been woven through moonlit dances, whispered conversations, and the quiet magic of shared dreams. And so, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting the world in shades of gold and orange, Jenna found herself standing once again at the cabin's threshold. The cabin's windows glowed with the same inviting warmth that had beckoned her in the beginning, and the memory of their shared journey washed over her like a gentle wave. As she stepped inside, she felt a familiar sense of serenity envelop her. The cabin was a testament to the passage of time, to the moments that had been lived and the stories that had been shared. It was a sanctuary of grown-up dreams, a place where the extraordinary and the ordinary converged. By the lakeside, bathed in the moon's soft light, the man awaited her, just as he always had. His eyes held the same depth of understanding, the same quiet wisdom, and the same unwavering love that had grown stronger with each passing year. As they danced beneath the stars, their movements were a celebration of a love that had transcended time, distance, and the boundaries of reality. The lake mirrored their connection, its surface rippling with the echoes of their shared melody. And as the night deepened and the moon held its vigil, Jenna and the man slowed their dance. They stood by the lakeside, hands clasped, hearts intertwined. The world around them seemed to fade into the background, leaving only the two of them, the cabin, and the boundless love that had blossomed in the space between dreams and waking life. With a final glance at the horizon, where the first light of dawn was beginning to paint the sky, Jenna turned to the man. Their eyes met, and in that moment she knew that the cabin by the lake was more than just a place. It was a symbol of the extraordinary love they had found, a reminder that the most beautiful stories often begin where dreams and reality converge. And as the sun rose, casting its golden glow upon the world, Jenna and the man embraced, knowing that their love story was a testament to the magic of shared moments, the enchantment of the night, and the beauty of grown-up dreams.